The world marked the 70th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz death camp this week, with memorials to the victims of Hitler's Holocaust. The lead-up to the anniversary was marred by a spat between Polish and Russian officials after the Polish foreign minister claimed that Ukrainian troops had liberated the camp. Moscow was highly critical of the comments and responded by releasing archive materials in a bid to highlight the multinational makeup of the Soviet forces which liberated Auschwitz. The archives show that almost half of the Red Army troops at Auschwitz were Ukrainians, illustrating the scale of the Ukrainian role in the victory over Hitler. Ukrainian historian Ivan Dereyko of the Institute of Ukrainian History says the archives published by Moscow actually contradict previous claims by Vladimir Putin that Russia could have won World War II without Ukraine.
In that time, there was around 100 million of Russians in Soviet Union. Ukrainians made up to 40 million, less than 40 million. So, according to general numbers, general statistics, they could be like, you know, 1/3 of this front. But here we see half of these soldiers of the First Ukrainian Front are Ukrainians. So Putin's accusations that Russia could win the war without Ukrainians are based on nothing. Based on the numbers he presents to the public make these accusations senseless.
The role of Ukrainians in the defeat of Hitler has often been overshadowed by an emphasis on the far smaller number of Ukrainians who either sided with the Germans or fought both Nazis and Soviets in a bid for Ukrainian independence. Dereyko claims that this is part of efforts by the Kremlin to lay claim to the historical legacy of the Red Army victory in World War II.
Today Putin is trying to claim this Soviet victory only for Russia and trying to justify what he does with this Soviet tradition, fighting the fascism and winning the war with fascism. He's still using the same propaganda phrases. So he's just nationalizing this Russian part of victory.
The debate over Ukraine's experience when caught between Hitler and Stalin shows no signs of abating. Dereyko argues that true national closure will only come when Ukrainians stop taking sides and place the emphasis on the shared human suffering of the conflict.
Future generations of Ukrainians just need to commemorate not the military and victorious side of this past, but to point the attention on the tragic side, to commemorate the suffering of people, not the killing of enemies.